Welcome to the next episode of Wise and Papi Jae and Wise El Jefe. I am Wize,
And I am Papi Jae.
and we're here for episode number 3. So we're gonna start it off with trend. All right, so a few days ago, Drink Champs had two of the founding members of Murder Inc., Ja Rule and Irv Gotti, and Irv was stirred up a little controversy over a couple of comments he made. First, he called Ashanti the B word. A few people felt offended by it, but let's get into that story. Especially the part that they're beefing over her music.
The music industry is dirty, son. I respect the game, but I gotta but it seems like there's a little scorn. So I'm gonna hold this. You're gonna forever remember
So,
me type shit.
so you thinking that the reason he's not giving the masters or whatever he's doing is because he's
He
still
love her,
scorned.
man.
He's still scorned over
Yeah.
the fact that she dumped him for Nelly.
I mean, however you want to say dumped.
The way he
But
said it is he found out by watching NBA League Pass and watching the Chicago Bulls game and finding out there was a commotion, and the commotion was that it was Nelly and Ashanti at a Bulls game.
dude, I this is my field of expertise. I would like to say, dude, there's no way he didn't know prior to.
So you're saying he knew that something was going on?
He knew that he messed up. He just didn't know that how serious it was until he watched
so
base
so so
basketball,
so you saying he's responsible for her cheating?
of course,
Okay,
or leaving.
or leaving?
Yeah, man. Let's own our shit, man. You can't. This is what I was trying to tell somebody. You can't. You can't pick and choose the good times, like the eras where you was good. So you don't understand why somebody would do that to you. You
Which he
gotta
meant, which he
remember. You
said. He
gotta
said
remember.
karma. He said karma's a bitch. He said
Yeah.
karma comes back
All
around.
right. So then, what's the point of really holding her thing? You still gonna get paid if
But
she
how?
lose
Okay,
it.
no, okay. So a lot of people are recreating their old albums, because
Yeah, for the master rights and all the news
yeah,
getting the money.
yes. But he made a lot. He brought up a lot of good points. Like he produced them. Like he had a big contributing part to those out songs and those and that album and everything. So now you trying to like the way he said it was only way he made money off of his artists was through the masters, right? Like there's other people like Leo Cohen who a lot of people talk shit about, that they had 360 deals. And 360 deals mean that he was getting a cut of everything. He's getting a cut of shows, promotions, all this other stuff. He was getting a cut of. And he said he didn't sign any of his artists to those things. All he had was the masters. So any money they made off of shows, any money they made off of tours, all this, they got to keep.
All right. But that's what I'm saying. So now what? You need to be credited as a writer or something, but give her stuff. She
Okay.
still she still could y'all still make more money working together with that than y'all both holding grudges. Because this goes both ways. They both holding grudges.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we don't have to be friend like Ja Rule said. We ain't gotta be buddy buddy, but you guys, I mean,
I got
I ain't
history
gonna
together.
I
Y'all
ain't gonna
made
stop
great
you.
music. Y'all made great music.
And let the
It,
music make us some money then. Then we
Yeah.
figure out a deal, and she could get most of the royalty. She could get it where it's in her favor, but he get a little piece because he did make magic with her.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, holding it don't do nothing. We're gonna sell it. He threatened to sell it to somebody.
Well, he's got a deal on the table for 250 mil.
I mean, you could sell it because you have the right to.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
owns the masters. Those are
that's what I'm
his.
saying. So it's not. I mean, it's the game. We can't now that everybody's being awoken to the game. Let's not forget that you did sign the contract. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's not. We all knew the game was messed up. Everybody that got
Oh,
into the game
everybody
heard the
who in
story.
the back in the days, yes, everybody's like raping you records. We know about all that. I'm saying
So then,
we know about the deals Diddy signed with his artists and all this stuff. Where
and that's why I don't like all this extra reaction because of social media. This is where I think social media
well,
is
it's
going
different
wild.
now. It's a different time now. Back then, we didn't have all this.
Yeah, but you gotta
We didn't.
respect the game. It's not like they
Now the
cheated.
game has evolved. The
All
game
right,
has
and
evolved.
you could penalize people for not evolving as the game evolved. You can't
So okay,
penalize. You
so
can't attack them for how they used to be
how
when
the
that was
business
the
was. That
game.
was the business model. Yes, that was the business model.
In order to get
That's
in,
not.
you have
It's
yeah.
crazy.
So
It's funny because
because they ain't created,
because
they just
the same
followed the
way because
model.
the same way it's the same thing with the new editions thing where they got screwed to their publishing and music and all that, and then what Michael Bivins go do? He does the same thing to Boys to Men. Saying that's he just was playing the game. That's how the game was
That's
played.
how they was
Same
taught.
way that same way with Diddy.
So I'm not mad at nobody for none of that, but
But
you
now
can't turn around and
people are
all
upset
right,
now.
well, so when they got so then so sorry to say it, so then it didn't accept them, it didn't upset them then, just because
I
everything
guess
is
they didn't
erased.
know. They didn't
They
know.
knew, man. We all knew it was in the rap songs. It was they was telling you from NWA with the beef with rest in peace Easy E. Come on, they've been. Come on, man, stop it. Come on,
Yeah.
let's stop acting like people gotta stop acting like they don't know the game. Because you would this at that time, the same people that's upset, if they had that opportunity, would have jumped in the game.
All right. So now we're turning this into a respect the game now when it was just supposed to be a trending topic. I'm saying.
All right, we'll slide on this. We'll slide on this one. But I
But
don't
no,
have nothing to say.
that could be the side. We'll bring that up on. We're gonna bring that up on respect the game. Yeah, that's something that needs to be touched on and spoken about because it was a big part of hip hop and like those are contracts. Like everybody, it's been in the record industry for years. Like people getting screwed out of their money. It's nothing new.
And nothing is new under the sun.
Killing me, Smalls.
Nothing is new under the sun. They just redid it. It's like a remake. Every couple of 50 years or something, they
except for
remake it.
now. Except for now, artists
Everybody
are
has
staying
a
more independent and they're owning more of their music, and so yeah, it's a different time now. The technology.
yeah, but I thought about that. I thought about that too. I think, but they don't got longevity. So owning it, you got to do everything right then and there and make all you can make. If you don't get it, you done. There's no longevity. There's no class time. There's no real timeless music. You can't play all this drill shit 20 years from now. It won't be popping.
Well,
You
it
can
might
still
not be
play.
popping with
You can
us.
still
It might
play.
not be popping with us. Just like, just like,
Drill.
all right. No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm
just like
naming certain ones. Like drill music won't be around, man. It ain't gonna be popping nowhere. Cause you're gonna have to be on.
listen.
You're gonna have to be.
They said the same thing about hip hop.
Nah, hip hop and drill is too different.
I
You're
know.
gonna have. You're gonna have a whole bunch of people just banging, kill my ops for a long time,
Uh,
man. It don't sound right at a wedding party, a birthday party. You don't need nobody just keep thinking about their ops.
we're gonna talk. We're gonna touch on the drill music because a part of respect the game is a subject. Actually, has to deal with Mason and 5 Year Foreign.
Oh yeah, these
So
guys.
we'll discuss that. That'll be part of respect the game. But yeah, man, this is episode 3. We are on the BS3 network. This is it's exciting time. just having a great time recording some new content, man. Recording a new show.
Definitely getting used to
Being more
talk
structured. This is like one
talking
of our.
about topics.
This is one of. This is one of our. Well, this is the most structured show we have. Like,
So this
especially
little,
between me and you, anyway. Like my show stuck in my mind is not structured whatsoever. It's me just sitting down having a conversation. This is a little bit more structured. We do segments. We just doing something different. We're changing it up. Because even talking real was really not scripted. It was just us talking crap
I
about
know,
whatever.
yo. This is homework.
Yeah, we actually have to do some research and figure out what we're gonna do for each segment. So yes,
Yeah.
it is different from what we usually do.
What
But
about this tax thing, yo?
well, you haven't done your research on it, so we don't
I
know
don't
what to talk
care. I'm gonna
about.
help everybody do research. Yo, they about to screw everybody.
Listen, we don't know. I didn't do the research.
Dude,
I will do the research and we can
I
discuss it.
seen
But
all the comparisons of Biden's new tax thing compared to the old one and
are you
man,
making
dude,
70,000? I'm just asking you.
no,
Is it gonna affect you?
yeah,
It is.
yeah,
How? I don't know. I haven't read the bill.
because next year I'm trying to look at this was my second year in business. The third year is three is my favorite number. So the third year I'm
Well,
going in.
technically, it's not.
It is
Yeah.
2021 is when I got my LLC, and it counts from the day you get it,
So that'd
whether
be
you
2
do
years. That's
anything
only
with
three
it or
years.
not.
You count. It's just 2001, 2002. Then once you get to 2024, that's when you technically been in business 3 years.
All right, well, nah, next year. I ain't trying to wait that long. I ain't trying to wait that long. This is the first year of all the new services I provide.
This is the first year
Yeah,
you're doing everything. Yeah.
yeah. So come next year, once you get into that bracket, I'm trying to bust into that bracket, but I'm trying to bust in and then keep it moving. It's like 70. It's like from 70 to 200,000. It's gonna be like the highest tax, but who get hit the hardest.
So the goal is to go over 200,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
that
ain't
sounds
making,
good to me. Sounds like a good plan to me.
if you ain't making 250, boy, you're gonna get smacked.
Oh,
And
so
they doing it. They doing a single or joint. That's your max right there. It's capped. Single head of household joint, all that is gonna be just a flat 70 to 200,000. This is what you get in tax. This your percentage.
damn. So we gotta make
And
sure
then
me
they
and wife.
hire
So you gotta make sure me and wife. You gotta make sure we go over 200,000 combined,
or less than 70.
or less than 70.
You got to take a year off. You know what I'm saying? Every other year, you get
One of
smoked.
us is gonna have to take a year off.
You get smoked 1 year, then you get under that 70. You just chill out. Nah, but I mean, I guess you just gotta be smart with your money because inflation. So if your taxes is going up, and then you ain't, the money is the money, the price is the price. Everybody got their bump. The numbers is the numbers now, in everybody's respective city. You ain't getting another bump up in pay no time soon. No time soon. There ain't no company saying, "Yo, I'm gonna give you a raise like that." They got their policy stuff, but wherever the cap is at, that's the cap.
All right then. All right, let's take a quick break. Take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a sports program that gives you the flavor,
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
that pulls no punches,
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
that gives you some humor,
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
if you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show.
I am Cole Johnson, and welcome to
Go Sports with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets.
And we're back. Definitely check out my man Cole Sports. That's definitely our dope show. All right, so since we had already been touching on it, let's just go into it. All right, so let's touch on respect the game. Okay, so one of the things was back in the days, record labels used to screw their artists, like out of publishing, everything. So you get this next generation of our record label owners, P. Diddy, Irv Gotti, Jay in a way. But I've never heard anyone talk about Jay screwing them out of their publishing. But you hear this a lot about Diddy. You're hearing the beef now with Ashanti and Irv Gotti. And a bunch of other artists like Lil Wayne had his issues with Baby and all that. And so what do you feel about these artists wanting their masters?
I feel like you have to pay for it, man. There's gonna have to be a deal. I wouldn't be anti. I definitely wouldn't be. No, I ain't giving you back your masters, but you're gonna have to pay for it, and the price is the price. Now, I feel I would work a deal with you. Like, go ahead, take them. You know what you owe me. You gave me this much up front. You know what you owe me. After that, you clear and free. Like, make it do what it do.
So you're saying you want to put somebody's masters basically on layaway
to them, not to nobody else. To them,
I know
anybody
to them,
else.
to them,
Yeah.
yes, to them.
If they can't afford it, you gotta know everybody ain't in a position to buy their masters back, but they should have the option to get to rent to own, or like you finance it. I'm gonna finance my stuff then. Here's how much I gotta give you up front, and every month I'm willing to pay to finance it. That means I gotta push it and make it do what it do, so I could pay my this thing off, or he coming to take it back. Like, he has that. You got that option. It's like, yo, you got this amount of time, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. Make it do what it do. If you foreclose, I'm selling it to the highest bidder.
Okay.
That's the most kindest thing you could do right now. I ain't gonna be. I mean, you're still a businessman. So
business, yes.
and
At
if
the
you finance
end of the day, they did sign contracts when they signed. Like, they did sign, even regardless of how shady these contracts were, they did sign a contract.
They only point out the shady ones in rap. They don't point out the shady ones in all the other genres.
Oh, but
the contract is
Prince. Prince. That was one of his beefs with the record labels.
All right, look how far back that is. That's what I'm saying. So everybody knew. Everybody knew Prince had a beef with them. Everybody know Dave Chappelle got a beef with the Hollywood. Like, everybody know there's beef in there, and they tell you why. So the most reasonable thing I could do to say, yo, you know what, where nobody take a loss, and today, like, is that you got the right to be the first person to repurchase your masters. That should be, like, even in the contract. If you can't get the masters right away, like, yo, I'm the first person that gets to do this.
So, like, all right. So, for example, say we're producing shows, right? I'm saying, and we're doing a bulk of the work. All the person is doing is coming up and recording. Saying we're setting up segments, we're setting up topics, we're doing everything. Who deserves to own that show?
The company owns the show. Because the person is not really the show is providing everything. All the person got to do is just breathe. So yeah, the company owns the show. But If the person blows up and comes to us and say he wants to sell, like he would like to buy his catalog, I'm not going to tell him no.
This is the price, though.
It's going to be a price.
This is the price, though.
And the price is going to be just like anybody that finances. You pay a little extra.
If you finance, but if you come out with straight,
you come out with the money, then it's yours. Because at the end of the day, when you're a creator, when you are a creator, when you really, but that's why people talk like, when you know what you are capable of doing, and you have a creative vision, and you could make things happen. I ain't got time to play around with people's stuff. There's more stuff to be made. The world is going to keep spinning. I don't got time to be stuck on one act. That act is mad old. Yeah, it's worth a lot of money, but at the end of the day, we all talk this unity and helping each other get back on their feet. But look what's going on.
But that was something we discussed before. Is Black excellence a myth? Like, especially
because it's not
the way we deal with each other in certain situations, where instead of working things out, things just get blown out. And
if you lead them by example and you got followers, then people are seeing that if I mess with you, I can't mess with him. I can't do business with him. I can't connect with him, even though connecting with him makes mad sense. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you talking like help, like when they talk this coming together thing, then this shouldn't be an argument. This shouldn't even be a topic. To tell you the truth.
Listen, I think they should both be compensated. They both put in a lot of work into this stuff. So if they like, it's to me, it's if I produce a show and the person that I'm working with puts in the same amount of work I put in, I don't mind sharing their credit and sharing part ownership with it, because they've worked just as hard as me. But now if I'm doing all the work and all you doing is showing up,
yeah, I mean the cut is the cut, but that's not. That's the way the game is. You enter in the game now with this type of people thinking like this. When you enter the game then, that was the rules. Right now, we could change the rules because social media allows everybody to dictate their own space. So it's more different, so much more content out there, whether it's good or bad. There's more content out there that reaches anybody. I could find something for any type of person on YouTube. And so it's easier now. But when everybody's talking about what is it's like the radio station. We know that it's more lucrative to collect information.
yes.
But because we're not big and there's no real money generating, we don't collect information. So when you download our app, you ain't got to worry about your information getting spread nowhere. Even though your information is spread out because you got more apps than you need anyway. Yeah. But that's a lucrative part of having apps.
That was a choice that we decided we didn't want to go that route. We didn't want to sell people's information.
Now you could do that. Now, I mean, if everybody was on it and we got the jumping and we get the DJs, live performances, jazz, everything, and it become a radio station that's just where you could where everybody could get a little something. You just want to sprinkle a little something throughout the month for everybody. And then when it gets big, I mean, people, the only thing you could do is get it big. And it's not, I mean, we ain't collecting information. Who's going to want to buy it? You're not trying to sell it. It's like a lifer. It's like your own little baby. Like,
yeah, no, this is something we
because when they come to us, they're gonna ask if we collect all that information, and we would be like, nah, because you got enough people with apps that do it. So we got a free app that's just like, yo, you download it, you ain't got to worry about nobody checking.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about no subscription, none of that.
None of that. But
now, if you want to join our email list, you're more than welcome to.
But that's the game now, because now the game is we are the only ones that's not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's not. It's just changing the game, figuring out.
Well, that's because we didn't want to go that route. Like I'm sure there's.
And because we got other things we doing. That's what I'm saying. When you're a creator, you don't got time to be holding on to people's stuff. Because you know you're going to make some magic somewhere else. You're going to do something somewhere else. It's going to take time, but everybody else is looking for the quick thing. So I wouldn't give nobody they masters. The deal is the deal, man. You sign a contract. But I would definitely let them be the first ones to buy it before I go sell it to somebody that's just going to hold on to it until it's worth $1 billion. when I could give it to somebody that made it, took part in it, and that will just have that like that. I'm helping my peoples. I'm helping the community. This making her sure she's great makes her kids great, and the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be arguing with greatness, and then talking about black excellence. You water it down. It looks like it's nothing now. Like it's like, all right, black excellence. So that's what they call black excellence. All right, cool. I see where their head is at. And that's it. I don't want to hear all that, man. All the black excellence things is crazy. But I want to call it the B word. And I say B word. But then again, I thought about it. I say N word a lot. And then I do say B word when I'm talking, not to the person, but when I'm talking about certain people. Yeah, I call them the B word. But that's just, we say that. So if him and her is talking behind closed doors and this is his thing and this is how he speaks, then everybody's jumping out the window. You know what I'm saying? Because Ashanti ain't confirmed if this is how he really speaks on a daily basis. If he speaks like that on a daily basis, then that B word to him is natural, which means she's heard it before and took it with no insult because that's his thing. So it's a fine line before I sit there and just judge him. Because some people do talk to their shorties or their women partner in a relaxed manner where it's okay to say, shut up, B. She might say
that's not my relationship.
I mean,
that's not my relationship.
I'm saying I know some.
I might not wake up the next morning. I don't know.
I'm saying I know some cool relationships, like they're buddies. Like it's cool when you got your best friend as your girl, because then you could talk like that.
Well, that's what he's kind of pointed. Like he was like, "Yo, I'm here making money with my B."
Yeah,
that's the first time he called it that, and then I don't know. I didn't really finish watching it.
I watched it. He said it came out of cover. I mean, it came out in different ways, but it was always the B. That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't like he didn't say go from my queen to my B.
He did say he made her the princess.
Yeah, he made her the princess, but that was his B. And she probably was like, that was my N.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they got that relationship right there, then you can't judge them for it, even though it sounds crazy to the masses. That's why I'm saying social media is dangerous. Because they judge you fast. It's worse than the courts.
All right. So another dude who's been accused of doing shiesty dealings is Mace Murder. I guess 5-year foreign went on $1 million worth of game, said that Mace paid him 5 G's. That's it. That's all he got from Mace. And so Mace went on $1 million worth of game and brought his receipts and showed that, nah, man, he got more than five stacks from me. He got 750 stacks from me. So Mace had somebody on the phone talking about it and all that. And again, he's still signed to Mace. But I guess they're beefing because he feels he deserves more money.
He signed the deal, man.
But then again, Mace said, "Yo, I don't own any of his publishings or any of that. None of that. He didn't say I ain't make him sign any of those things. It's just a contract.
A business contract.
Yeah.
His management, like his
basically like his management, yeah. And he's.
Dude, you signed the contract and you beefing and you own your masters? Come on, man. This is what I'm saying. Some people don't even understand. Like, he owns everything. All Mace do is just, I'm making money off of you because I seen something in you.
Because I invested in you. I put in money in studio time and all this stuff.
So, I mean, come on, man. You got to be appreciative that you can't, that's what I'm saying. It changes. It goes to your head.
I gotta do a little bit more research on it, and I gotta finish watching that $1 million worth of games. Listen, we are fans of podcasting. we do watch podcasts. We watch. You're a big fan of Joe Budden. We're big fans of Drink Champs. We actually watch these shows because we enjoy them, and the fact that we're podcasting it kind of helps us like look at it and be like, oh man, we could do this.
Yeah, you could do this. But yeah, I gotta do some more research on that one. I just know from what I heard, because I got my info from Joe Budden podcast. But it's more basically, I mean, dude, you want out of your contract, money talks, man. What it costs.
I
And
guess
nobody
so.
should be resistant to do that, because you can't be resistant to get him out of his contract when you talking about somebody that did your contract wrong. This is what I'm talking about, this black excellence, man. Ain't this a man of the cloth?
Who makes?
Yeah,
He's
I'm just saying. Is he? He is, right?
he had a church. He has a church in Atlanta, I think. I don't know if he still has it, but
I mean, once you're the man of the
he
club,
went he
you
went
can
past.
retire.
He's a
I didn't know you
pastor.
could quit. I didn't know you could quit.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
You go quit being a
Anybody
pastor?
can be ordained. Anybody can be ordained a minister.
All right, but then you could just quit. Like you would just quit that. Like that's a job you quit.
Yeah.
Why quit when you don't have to do it? You're gonna always ordain. You can always be a minister. Why would you quit it? So he's still a man of the cloth today.
Yeah, I guess.
But he
I
better
don't
be
know.
fair. He better be fair. He better be fair. I'm just saying, you gotta only be fair, man. Don't be a hypocrite.
Listen, I can't tell you if
Listen, all I'm saying
listen.
is
All I know is anybody can be ordained. You can
free the
get
people, man.
you
Free the
can
people,
get
man.
ordained online. Like I could go right now and go to a website and sign up and be ordained.
All I know is everybody needs to honor these contracts, man. Don't sign them and then cry about them because somebody else changed.
Do the research. Do your research. Find yourself your lawyer, not their lawyer. Find yourself your own lawyer, and have them overlook the paperwork and all that. Any contract you sign.
Man, if I was Mace, and I pulled up on somebody out here, they probably would sign the contract with nothing on it. You could give them a blank piece of paper and fill it out later like they do checks. And they would sign it, man, for the chance, for the thought, for the idea, for that dream. They would sign it. It ain't about your lawyer. It could be any lawyer. You could get a lawyer that's going to jerk you, that become cool with the company. Like, yo, this dude can't even read. I'm gonna make extra 10 racks, 100,000 every time he breathe. Like you gotta be.
That's
you
the
gotta
world
go
we
hard.
live in. Like I'm saying, these are things that happen. These are
And nobody's innocent, man. Once you get into the business, man, don't sit there. Like you knew somebody in the whole hallways whispered to you as you walked. They always tell you the story later. How somebody told them, be careful.
yeah.
Somebody
It's
always
crazy
warned you.
it's like this week alone. You had Nature come out and he spoke on Nas, and that Nas was upset that he had signed with Trackmasters and all this other stuff. Like you look at these relationships from back in the day and stuff, and you would have thought these are relationships that would have withstand the test of time. And when it comes down to it, money is a lot of the issues that are breaking up these relationships.
Only one group I've seen so far stand the test of time so far.
LOX.
Yeah. I mean,
Because they can't.
Wu-Tang had his moments, but they still
They're still together.
Tight.
They still have their issues. They
tight.
still fight. They're still tight. They're brothers.
I mean,
brothers fight.
I'm talking
Brothers
about
fight
publicly. LOX ain't never. Whatever it is, they do it like family.
No, yeah, I've never heard them beef with each other. Never heard of anything. Because you've heard of Wu-Tang, you heard Ugar beefing with RZA.
You heard every group.
You heard Dipset with Jim Jones and Cameron. Only one out of those two I don't think that been beefing is Jewels with any of them. But it's Cam with.
Now, Jewels had beef with Jim. He had a diss song. I mean, went for Cameron. He had a diss song.
Yeah, beef with Cam? Oh.
Yeah, he had a diss song about it. I think it was around that time when Cam sold his contract to Def Jam for $2 million or something like that.
Well, I don't know.
That's how he ended up. I know. Yeah, LOX is the only one group wise.
Yeah.
EPMD, like you go back. There
Oh, but
ain't no
that's
group.
EPMD again over money. It was
Yeah,
split over money. You know what I'm saying Eric and
I'm just
Paris.
saying there ain't no group that's lasted as long as they lasted with no public
Well,
anything.
Onyx really. I don't know. Well, because not even because I just seen Onyx recently, and I didn't see the black dude with them.
I think he died.
Oh, so then
Right? I'm
that
not
I don't know.
sure.
I'm not sure either.
He was sick though.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I don't want to put death on him. I don't take my word for it.
I was just gonna have to do the research on it. But it's just crazy, man. There's a lot of again people you sign a contract or you get into some kind of contract. Do your research. Hire yourself a lawyer that's not associated with the record label or whatever company you're working with. Find your own personal lawyer
And know what owning your stuff is.
yeah,
It's
definitely
bigger.
know.
It's bigger than just one signature. You're gonna have to put your Hancock on. You're gonna have to sign a couple of things. Ownership of yourself, ownership of your stuff, like ownership. Is a lot couple of dollars, but it's worth it.
It is. It definitely is.
The
All
cheap
right,
route.
so that's gonna be the end of Respect the Game. All right, so we'll just take another quick break, and we'll be right back.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, Wize.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast.
All right, that is Stuck in My Mind podcast, which is my podcast. You can find that on all major platforms and on my YouTube channel, Stuck in My Mind podcast. So definitely check it out. I've actually released, for my audio side of it, I just released episode 150. So yeah, check out my audio podcast, which is Stuck in My Mind podcast on all major platforms as well. As well, yes. All right, so let's talk a little sports, man, because football season is upon us.
I know, yo. I can't wait for the games to start.
Oh yeah, man. It's gonna this week. A couple of I don't know who the Jets play this week. I think they might play the Eagles. I'm not
Just
quite sure.
preseason.
It's preseason.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the bookies. I ain't doing preseason games. This is to let me know who I'm
So one of the things we did discuss is that starting once football season starts and we do our show, we will be doing our picks for that week. So, which is crazy because the way we were recording it's going to be a week behind. So we might have to move it up a little. But yeah, we might have to move up the episode so that we just might have to record the episode the day before or whatever we release it or whatever it is. Anyway, or 2 days before so that we can have
Friday. You recorded Friday.
No, we can't record it Friday because remember there's a Thursday night game.
Yeah, the Thursday night games don't start right away, or do they?
It starts that first week.
It's Monday night. Yeah, but then they stop. They do Thursday, then they stop after the first 4 games, and then it goes into that. You got to have a subscribe, and then the end they come back and give you Thursday night, but they don't give you Thursday night all year.
Yeah, well, I think they
switching Thursday and Mondays.
I think they are because Thursday nights is on Prime now, with Al Michaels going to Prime. So yeah, so I think Thursdays is gonna be every week.
All right, well, it don't matter.
we're gonna have to give out our tips or whatever.
We'll do
like I said, my tips, you don't necessarily have to. I don't bet. I don't sports bet, so I don't know about stuff like that. I know what the over and under is and stuff like that, but I just bet.
I'm telling everybody like I tell them in stocks, man. I can't tell you what to do. All I can do is share what I'm about to do. I'm gonna share what I'm picking and what my bets is, and after that, you do what you got to do. Whoever's gonna bet is gonna bet how they bet. They ain't no. I can't tell nobody how to do anything. Don't listen to me and then chime in and try to get at me.
Okay. So you hear that? Listen, if you do go with any of Papi's picks, just know he is not responsible for you picking the same teams. That's just not it. That's just not. He's not advising you to do such things.
Or my response if you come in my DM.
Definitely don't slide in his DM with some nonsense about, hey man, you told me that the Bills were gonna win and they didn't win.
Nah,
none of that. So if you go with any of his choices or if you go with any of my choices, it's at your own risk.
I'm giving you a tip though. A key. This is the sleeper. This is New York's year. I'm telling you,
yeah. To what? To make the playoffs? Because that's
talk about New York year, like sports. Yankees is doing good. Mets is doing good.
Oh, the Yankees.
We got three teams. We got three New York teams. Like that's not. The
Yankees just finished. Yankees just finished breaking a 5-game losing streak. They had lost 5 in a row to just 5 in a row.
This is the year. This is
and now, but they're still in first. The good thing is they started off hot, so they're still in first. The Mets are actually doing very well as well. They're in first place in their division, just sweeping the Atlanta Braves, and we got to see how the Giants and. Okay, so I've been down on the Giants. I've been talking smack and really been disappointed. But then I started watching videos and doing my research on the Giants. They're a pretty dangerous team. If Saquon comes back, listen, if Saquon comes back healthy, Danny Jones can hold on to the ball and get the ball to his receivers, which are very talented. The Giants could be the sleeper team in the NFC East. Because to me, the NFC East is wide open. Like everybody's picking the Dallas Cowboys or the Eagles. I don't think any of them. I don't think Dallas because it's Dallas, and the Eagles because Jalen Hurts hasn't really shown me that he's the man. Like everybody's excited because they have they just got AJ Brown and all this stuff, but they're not. I don't know. I feel that the division is open.
I told you already my prediction. I told you it was either going to be the Giants or the Commanders that take over that division this year. That's my upset for the division. Divisional upset is that the Cowboys,
Carson Wentz.
Listen, like I said, the Cowboys and the Eagles will be in 3rd and 4th.
Wow. So y'all heard it here. So all you Eagles fans and Dallas fans that hear this, y'all can send your message to Papi if you want.
You could. I mean, I'll accept. Oh, you was.
Or leave a comment. Or leave a comment.
Yeah, I can accept comments, and I can accept you coming in my DM saying, "Yo, you wildin'." Let's just not go beyond that.
Let's just be respectful.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's just be respectful.
I have no problem with that. But that's my upset for divisional upset. That's my divisional upset right there.
So, all right. So we're gonna touch on the Jets because it looks like they're gonna lose Mekhi Becton again for the year. It looks like he got another knee injury is serious again. But I actually picked the Jets. Like they're over under 5 games, right? 5.5.
Yeah.
I actually feel like the Jets could win 9 to 10 games. I think that's how talented they are. Everybody's like, "Oh, Zach Wilson hasn't proven anything." Well, Zach Wilson didn't have much to go on. Like he lost his starting tackle early in the year. He lost his best receiver. It wasn't until the end of the year where the Jets actually played well. And he played the big part. Like that Tampa Bay game that they lost. He played a hell of a game. He showed He went against one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and he held his own. So I think the Jets they're my sleeper pick in the AFC East. Buffalo is still the cream of the crop, but I feel the Jets are actually better than the other two teams, and even better than the Patriots, and I think they're better than Miami.
Right.
People might think I'm smoking something, but
they're gonna
that's how I feel.
They're gonna get you on your show. I'm saying the Jets is my team to they one of my betting teams. They definitely high on my betting thing. I do believe that they definitely gonna win more than 6 games.
I definitely believe that. I think they are going to actually have a hell of a season. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if they won. If they won the division, it wouldn't surprise me. A lot of people would be like, "Oh no, they can't. It's so young." And listen, they made all the right moves this offseason. They brought in the talent that fits their system. They actually gave the head coach some weapons. So we're going to see how it goes. But I'm choosing the Jets to win more than 9 games. That's me. People might not believe it, but yeah.
They got the number of games. Caesar's got it at over 4.5.
That's it? The Jets winning over 4.5
I mean,
games?
not Caesar's. Now, they got one that, well, you don't get no. The one you got to bet to get some real good results is over 7.5.
I would bet that.
That's plus 215.
So what if I bet $100? What do I win?
You're gonna win.
Am I gonna win some bread? Like,
nah, you ain't gonna win no bread. You gotta bet racks. You bet $100, you're gonna get $315 back.
So if I bet $1,000, I get
you get
$31.50, right? Something like that.
You get $31.50 for a rack. To bet that now, 7.5. That's a good bet.
I would take that bet. I would take that bet.
That's a good bet.
I think Jets gonna win more than 7 games. Definitely. That's my opinion.
They ended the year ruining people's records.
Listen, that's why I said they ended the year hot. Zach Wilson ended the year playing his best football. So that only led me to believe that, yeah, he started off his rookie campaign struggling and all that. But as time went on, he improved. Like the last 4 or 5 weeks, he was killing it. He was playing some great ball. Now,
the Jets finishing second is plus 775.
So if I bet 100, I get 875.
You got, and that's for finishing in second place in the division.
I think they could do that.
Me too.
I think they could do that.
I might put 100 on a lot of things.
I think they could be the second best team in that division.
I think so too. I think this gets good. If you got to factor in injuries, you got to factor in that all the teams except for Buffalo right now is really gelled.
Buffalo's the best team in the division.
Miami is a roll of the dice right now
because they have a new head coach. Yes,
and then Patriots, you just don't know what's going to happen with them. You don't know. They don't really. Patriots, you will hope build better. Well, I don't hope, but
it's
you
the
will
Patriots.
Hope that
the Patriots are the Patriots.
Yeah,
Belichick. They got a quarterback in Mac Jones. Is he the best quarterback in the league in the division?
60.
No.
Plus 625 if they make the playoffs.
Who, the Patriots?
Jets. I'm on Jets first. I told you he's a perfect.
I would take that bet too.
I'm telling you, these are just nice little bets, man. You bet 1,000 on that one.
If I was a sports guy, betting guy, I'm a sports guy, but if I was a sports betting guy, I would definitely bet on those things.
You put 1,000 on that one. That's a nice little thank you for making the playoffs.
That's a nice little come up.
That's thank you for making the playoffs, sir. I don't even need you to win nothing in the playoffs. Just get.
I just need you to make it there. Just make it there. As soon as I know you make the playoffs, I'm collecting my cash.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about the playoff game, nothing. Just go straight to the casino. Like, yo, here. They got some nice bets for the Jets. So I'm gonna take a chance this year. I like they picks. I liked how they shook things up. They worth betting this year.
I'm
And
definitely. I'm gonna
and
look
these are
into
good bets that you can forget about until the time comes.
Yeah, these are not bets that are gonna just pay you out right now.
You gotta
Like
at least
work.
wait to the 8 games to
Right.
even know. Because if you win the 8 games, then chances are they closer to they end the playoff hunt.
Oh yeah, so if by week 9 or 10 they have their 8 wins, it's a good shot they might make the playoffs.
There's a good shot that you could go to the casino and just collect on mad tickets.
There is.
So I don't know. This is a tricky year. That's what I'm saying. This is an uppy year for everybody. All the divisions there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees for Tampa. There's no guarantees for the Chiefs. There's no guarantees in no division, not even for the Bills. They just the strongest favorites. They just favorites. But I don't know. We're gonna have fun this year. This is my year. Last year I did all right.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna wrap it all up.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations.
And we're back, and definitely check out my man Cole Johnson with another great show, Revelations. My man is he's a producer extraordinaire. I'm actually learning a lot from him. So whenever I record at one of our shows, I send it to him. He gives me back his feedback, and I really appreciate him doing that. He doesn't have to do it, but I appreciate it. And he's actually given us some pretty good feedback. He said we're doing great. A couple of things that we're working on ourselves that we already knew that we had to work on. But it's just the fact that having someone that as talented as he is give us the thumb up and say that we're doing good. I'm excited.
Yeah, shout outs. It's always good to have your that's the support that people don't understand. Sometimes you don't need a lot. Just somebody to just give you an opinion, share their opinion. A thought is a lot.
Yeah, we've been blessed that we have people. We've connected with some people that just want to they are genuinely want the best for us. They want to see us succeed and do great things in this field.
I ain't gonna let them down though.
Oh, no, listen, it's a process. We know we've been doing this for the last couple of years, building this up, and actually it took us 2 years to finally start recording our own show. Like from the beginning, since we started, people has been like, "Yo, y'all need to record. Y'all need to do a show together. Y'all need to do a show together." At that time, it wasn't the right time. We weren't prepared. We weren't ready. Even though we did collaborate a lot on my podcast, and we did collaborate on Talking Real 1000, but it was like people wanted this connection. They wanted Papi Jae and Wize together doing their show, and here we are. We're giving the people what they want.
Definitely what the people want.
But yeah, this has been great. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, this is episode number 3. We're on the BS3 network, which is a Roku channel. Definitely check us out there. You should check us out every Friday night at 11 p.m. on the BS3 network. And then BS3 network. And then Monday night, you can check the replay on our channel, Real Wise TV, on YouTube. Had a quick brain fart right there.
Yeah, word, you're tripping.
Yeah, but YouTube, you can check that out Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. We release the episode. But yeah, every Friday night, 11 p.m. on the BS3 network. And then Monday night, catch the replay on Real Wise TV.
That's right. And I'm going to be putting out snippets of Papi's Confidential on TikTok. And then the whole full segment will be on the Patreon page. Real Wise Productions Patreon page. I'm not doing Papi's Confidentials on YouTube.
All right. So I actually had a guest. I had a guest on yesterday, and they gave me an awesome idea. Like remember last year when I went crazy and I was just recording audio episodes after audio episode until I decided to switch to video. I have so much audio content available that I need to, like he said, put it on Patreon. Make it exclusive content. Those are the episodes that go look at the ones you really good content and put them on Patreon. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start putting out some dope episodes. I have some real good episodes, audio episodes that I need to put out. So you can definitely check them out I'm going to put them on Patreon within the next couple of weeks. It's going to be exclusive to Patreon. So if you want that, you're going to have to sign up. Hopefully you do sign up because Papi's going to, like you say, he's going to be releasing some Papi Confidentials on Patreon and some other work that we're planning on doing.
Yeah, it's definitely time to switch over. YouTube is a nice platform, but we gotta build a brand. We got a brand to build. And we got a brand to build. YouTube is just it's like the starter kit.
It's a tool, man. It's a tool. That's like anything, like TikTok, Instagram. You have to use the tools that you're given. And so we're going to use the tools that we're given, and we're going to blow up and do what we got to do. But I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say.
Me neither. I'm learning to keep these short and simple. I'm practicing.
Listen, we're an hour show. We're an hour show. I think an hour show is good. We don't necessarily have to do more. There's people who are doing 2-3 hour shows. I think we're good at an hour. It gives us enough where we can work it out and build it in segments. Like I said, this is our first really truly structured show,
which is good because 2 segments is better. You get to elaborate on 2, then you play around with in between.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna do the 2 segments, and then the last segment is gonna be like a freestyle.
Yeah,
and that's how we're gonna roll from now on. Unless we decide to change it up, then we do.
Depends on what it is that we're talking about.
It depends on the week. Yeah, like this. If
what
it's
we're
a hot,
sipping on.
That's another. See, what we're sipping on is going to be at the beginning, because when we do have something to sip on, we're actually going to talk about what we're sipping on.
Yeah, that's why I say I got to get into my sipping bag, so I can tell you why I sip it.
All right, but I'm your boy Wize,
and I'm Papi Jae, and this is Papi Jae and Real Wise El Jefe. I'm practicing.
Don't do that no more.
Look, I got a bloopers.
Yeah,
got a bloopers.
Yeah, we got a blooper that we're gonna put on. But yeah, you know how we do it. Peace out.